Since its debut 20 years ago, the Fast and the Furious franchise is still kicking into gear, and I just recently saw the newest installment of the franchise, F9, now playing in theaters. But is this another high octane, speedy continuation of a good flick for the franchise? Or has the franchise finally hit the skids? Find out right now in this spoiler free review. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to as the Big D. So, this time around, I'm going to be bringing to you my final review of the Fast and the Furious franchise for now. The just now released F9, which we were originally supposed to get last year, but now we finally have it. Now, of course, this is the 10th overall film in the franchise after Hobbs and Shaw. Back again with us is the CEO that produces this franchise, Universal. Justin Lin returns after taking a break from the last few movies, with a screenplay written by Daniel Casey. Brian Tyler is back on board to do the score for this. Plus, we also have most of the cast we know of, including Vin Diesel, Michelle Rodriguez, Tyrese Gibson, Ludacris, Natalie Emmanuel, Sung Kang. Plus, special appearances by Dane Helen Mirren, Kurt Russell, and Charlize Theron. Plus, several others return, including Jordana Brewster after being absent from the last movie, or from the last one. But anyway, this time around, Dom and his crew are about to team up together to solve a world-shattering plot headed by his brother, Jacob, who is played by John Cena. Now, we kind of saw with a big surprise. We actually get to see for the first time in, in almost 25 years, late 80s, early 90s version of the Universal logo. Yeah, can you believe that? I could. That was unexpected. As we start in 89, where we see Dom and Jacob's dad, Jack, participating in a race, but something goes wrong. But now, Dom retired, raising his son Brian with his wife Letty. But soon, they give word that Mr. Nobody has caught Cypher. This is only a little bit of the story, but I'm not going to give you the whole story because this is a spoiler-free review. And now they've learned that rogue agents had attacked it, and now they have to try and figure out who's behind this. And it's Dom's brother Jacob, all grown up. But anyway, they really get into a real big blast. I gotta tell you, from what I've seen of this, it's pretty cool and what have you. Don't get me wrong, but this film was just a blast. Despite the film, unfortunately, has been getting mixed reviews, I know this doesn't quite come to being as good as, a good movie like Furious 7 or even Fast 5, but it manages to pull off some bits. The story is reasonable and what have you, and the stunts for this and Lynn's direction for this was very superb. But the critics have been going on this unrealistic action sequences. Unrealistic, my foot. The action was good as is. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias. Enough said. And the script, which I can understand, it could have just used a little bit of spin and polish, but even so, some of it was pretty good and what have you. Now, that was just a tiny bit of a problem I had, just a little nitpick. My main problem with the movie was some of its humor was, now it has a lot of humor. Now most of it was really good and what have you, but some of it wasn't quite. And now Tyrese Gibson's character of Roman kind of tries to get away from the bad guys without even trying to fire on them. Come on, man. Yeah, that's kind of one of my biggest complaints with the movie. Still, he does a good job, though. But everyone else is good, too. Vin Diesel, Michelle Rodriguez, Ludacris as Tej. I can't teach, so I humbly apologize. Tej, and Joanna Brewster back on board as Mia. Well, and even though Paul Walker is dead, his character O'Brien does get a little bit of a mention in the movie, however. Natalie Emmanuel returns as Ramsey, who, I gotta tell you, you just watch the scene where she has to drive this big truck, you're gonna get a lot of laugh out of that. Sung Kang returns as Han, which I'm not gonna spoil that bit. You thought it was dead? Think again. You just watch the movie. So anyway, Lucas Black returns as Sean Boswell from previous films, as well as of course Tokyo Drift and Jason Tobin Bow Wow. But I think Bow Wow uses his actual name as they return Earl and Twinkie from Tokyo Drift as well. But anyway, and also watch for a cameo from Jason Statham in a mid credit scene. As a matter of fact, but that's all I'm telling. But I'm not telling you what he's in there for. So you just going to find out. All right, end of story for now. Because like I said, this is a spoiler-free review. I'm not going to give you no more info on this. Thank you very much. So anyway, from what I've seen of this movie, I thought this was just a blast from start to finish. Especially the part where they actually even had to get Tej and Roman into space. Now, I'm not telling you how that goes. You're just going to have to see the movie and what have you. Because this film was just so much of a blast. Sorry to sound like a broken record every time, but still, it is a fun movie. I don't care what critics say. From my point of view, I just had fun with F9. Now, the movie's almost 2.5 hours long, but, well, which even though it could just use a tiny bit of trimming, but I'm gonna let it slide just this once. But anyway, now, of course, some of us probably already know that Universal has already confirmed 2 more movies and possibly a second Hobbs and Shaw movie. And what have you. Now, I'm sorry I didn't mention this, but I'm sure you will know that if you didn't see at the beginning of the video, I put up a card for the playlist to the Fast and Furious movies if you have yet to see the other movies. But, like I said, this is spoiler-free review, so who am I kidding? I'm just going to say that I loved it. F9 is definitely a worthy sequel. And story isn't too bad. The cast of characters were really good. Their portrayers as well. I think the action sequence, this is despite criticism from critics, which the heck with what they say, those action sequences were bloomin' awesome. Yeah. So anyway, I think F9 is definitely worth looking into. So you better get to your theaters while you still can and see F9. Anyway, and also with good direction from Justin Lin, and once again, well, great music. It's just a blast, like I said. Anyway, I'm going to be giving F9 4.5 stars. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a 9.5. So, what are your thoughts on F9? Tell me if you've seen this movie. What are your thoughts on it? Please let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, be a part of the Big D Nation, and stay tuned because later on I will be doing a ranking of the franchise. But next time I'll be bringing to you a review of another Universal movie, and it's a movie that's turning 25, and that will be The Nutty Professor with Eddie Murphy. Yeah. So, anyway, thank you very much for watching my spoiler-free review of F9, and if you like this and you want to check out some of these previous spoiler-free reviews I have done, in the upper left-hand corner is the spoiler-free review I did for Cruella last month. The upper right-hand corner is the spoiler-free review I did of In the Heights not so long ago this month. Or if you just want to take a break from big guy flicks, just go to the bottom left hand corner and see my recent spoiler free review of the new Disney Pixar movie Luca. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.